Support for Radio Friends comes from IT Como, offering computer and IT services for small businesses and residential clients. IT Como can set up remote work-at-home solutions and data security and backup systems and upgrade your company email to more modern platforms. IT Como can also help you get the most from your technology at home. Learn more at itcomo.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, August the 26th. We're going to talk about the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture, and I want to introduce you to Adam Saunders. Good to have you back again, Adam.
Good to be here.
And that happiest lady I have ever seen in my life is sitting right next to you, Lexi Linsenman.
Yeah.
All right. Good to have you here, Lexi.
Thank you so
have
much.
a contagious smile.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah.
And I asked Adam, I said, is she that happy all day long? And yeah.
Well, when you're working with good food and gardens and helping people out, it's easy to have that, because the garden is just it's a joyous place to be, and
it is,
and
isn't it?
The kitchen with good food, it's just a good all around.
But there's something special about being in the garden when you're out there among the plants and the soil, and it feels good.
That's right.
It feels good. There's nothing more than I like than getting my hands in the soil or picking those fresh vegetables, and you smell the tomatoes, you can smell the cucumbers and the peppers, and it's magic.
That's right. It brings back all the memories, and it's just the work that goes into it, and the flavor, all the senses. So we're excited to promote. Coming up September 24th is opportunity for the community to come to our big garden.
That's the Harvest Hootenanny.
The Harvest Hootenanny coming up September 24th.
And this is the 13th?
That's right. Believe it or not. So we are at the new location there next to the Ark and the Farmers Market MU Healthcare Pavilion. That's the headquarters of Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture. We've got a big area, big garden there, big for planting for the pantry, for demonstration gardens, our barn and greenhouse. Yeah. So we've been there for a few years now. It's our second year hosting the Hootenanny at this site.
Okay, explain what will happen at the Harvest Hootenanny.
Well, it's all about food. Food is the big thing. And so we work with the Columbia Area Career Center. The students there cook a big Missouri meal. They come out and help us dig sweet potatoes.
Okay, what is a big Missouri meal?
Well, there's barbecue pork, there's burgers, apple pie, sweet potatoes, this big salad. A lot of that we grow ourselves, and everything else we source from farmers in the area. And the culinary students in this high school career center program, they get to dig the sweet potatoes with us. We bring live chickens to the high school. They do all the work to processing the chickens to serving them up.
They dress the chickens?
They do. So it's a real
They slaughter the chickens?
That's right. It's a real farm to table. They're the heroes of this whole show.
Yeah. We grew up with we had chickens.
It's a lot of work.
Of course.
And so for these young people who are considering being chefs and building skills, it's a great meal. So
knowing where your food comes from, like knowing hands-on where your food comes from and supporting that, and it's delicious.
So you're raising chickens on the farm too?
Oh, we buy from a local grower, a friend of ours.
Okay.
We do have some chickens coming in on the demonstration gardens at the site,
so there will be good food there, and then it's also an event for anyone. So, young, older. I know my family went last year, and we have carnival games. We'll have live music. We'll have a face painting. We'll have some farm animals. So I think a llama's coming.
So
goats.
When you're the meals, where are you eating the meals then?
So underneath the pavilion, the Farmers Market Pavilion, we'll have 2 lines this year. I know last year the lines got a little long, but we're correcting that so that we can have everybody run through. And then the event is a free event, so that music's free. But if you want to purchase tickets for a meal, it'll be 2 tickets, and all the proceeds that day go to CCUA. So all the money that we raise will go back.
So how much are the tickets for the meal?
So the meals, the tickets are $6 each. So it may be half a ticket to play a carnival game, or and then it's 2 tickets for the meals itself. But then we'll have like brats as well. We'll have the beer garden, so beer will be 1 ticket and go through.
So keep in mind, it'll be a lucky 13.
Yes.
That's right.
Harvest Hootenanny on Saturday, September the 24th, from 4 to 9 p.m. So if you get there at 4 o'clock, you can look around, and then you can Eat?
Yeah, we'll have food there the whole time, and music and games, like Lexi was saying, and it's a big, beautiful garden. So there we'll be doing garden tours. So we've been working hard to build the soil and planting a lot of trees and bushes there through the site this year. So it's a great place to walk through and talk to our staff who will be there and ask questions about your garden, ask questions about what we're doing out there.
Yeah. What happens if you have a rainy day?
That's the beauty of the pavilion is that we do have rain cover. So fingers crossed, we have good weather.
Even if it rains, the Harvest Hootenanny will still go on.
Yes, it'll still go on, and then we'll also have, like with the musicians and such, we'll have tents, big old tents to cover everybody if they need so, and then just shelter if anybody needs.
Okay, so what's going on right now? At the garden.
Yeah, we're in the peak of the summer season, so every week our team and our volunteers are harvesting food. All the food we grow is distributed to the central pantry, so the food bank is our major distribution partner. And so they bring their truck over once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week to pick up cucumbers, tomatoes, okra, collard greens, and that gets set out and distributed at the central pantry.
Which one of the vegetables are doing the best this year?
Oh gosh.
I would say the peppers are doing really well just with the heat and everything. So we have like the shishito peppers. I know the team just collected a bunch and they picked up those, the banana peppers, just because the heat is so strong.
You grow the bell peppers too?
Yep, we have bell peppers
It's constantly rolling. Our spring season, our summer season, so we're getting
ready
the greenhouse
for fall
is
right
getting
now.
it's bumping now with new plants, and so that's picking up big. So thanks to everybody who sponsors a row with us. That facilitates all those produce donations, all the work we do, and so our hat goes off to everybody who's sponsored a row this year. School's getting back in session, so we have a bunch of field trips lined up. We do a farm to school partnership with the public schools. We're actually expanding from just the 8 Title I schools, which we've done for the last 4 years, to every third grade in the city will get a tour.
Every third grade,
so that's right.
They will come out and get a tour.
Yeah.
That's wonderful because many of the kids live in the city and they're not familiar with the garden and how food is produced, how it grows. What does a tomato plant look like, or what does a pepper plant look like? Or I remember my nephew came out to my house. This was many years ago, and back then I was growing strawberries, and he looked at that and he goes, "What's those?" I said, "Those are strawberry plants." He goes, "That's how strawberries grow?"
That's right.
Yeah.
But
a lot of kids don't know how the vegetables and fruits grow.
Right.
And we've planted things throughout the garden, so it's hands-on STEM learning. So we've planted these little things called cucumelons. I don't know if you've heard of those before, but real viney. And as the kids go on the tour, they can pick them and eat them. But they look like little watermelons on the vine, but they're cucumbers. So they have the seeds, the freshness. So the kids will just go along and pick those little things that look like watermelons.
That's
but
neat.
Now they know about cucumelons.
For the kids, it's the wonder of the garden.
Yes.
Exactly.
If they've never been exposed, the taste is the smell, to see the birds fly through, to see the complexity, and just to get an appreciation for the work that goes into it, and the role that farmers have, and that they could be a farmer, and they
that
can have
young
a garden.
that young age could make an impression on them years later on.
The kids remember their field trips.
Right.
And they can come out to see the farm for the Hootenanny on
September the 24th, 4 to 9 p.m. It's the 13th annual Harvest Hootenanny. www.columbiaurbanag.org/hoot.
Yes.